Hello, and welcome to the 1977 Top Star Wars podcast, no affiliation. And today we are taking a look at card number 151, the Yellow Border series, the third series. And then on this card, it features Luke, Han, and Leia. What an amazing card, and what an interesting backstory to this card. So this is our first card from the third series of the 1977 Top Star Wars set. And like I said, it is the yellow bordered set. The third series was released in July of 1977 and consisted of cards numbered 133 through 198. So we had a total of 66 cards and 11 stickers in the Series 3. For Series 3, the card backs underwent a notable shift from the previous two sets with the debut of official descriptions, functioning as a compact Star Wars encyclopedia. The blurbs on the back provided fans with a deeper context for the galaxy far, far away. On the back of card number 151, it says the official description, number 22 of 22. It says the TIE, in parentheses, twin ion engined fighter. These very sinister Imperial warships are composed of large geometric shapes joined by angular sharp-edged support structures, steel buttresses reaching out and gripping tubes. Lord Vader's personal ship is a more advanced version of the basic TIE design. Now, to me, this card is very underrated, for the main reason being that it is the only card in the 1977 Top Star Wars set that we see the big three of Luke, Leia, and Han all on the same card, and just them three. We have Han wearing his kind of traditional swashbuckling pirate outfit and holding a laser gun. We have Princess Leia in her white garb that she was wearing from the very beginning of the movie. And then we have Luke wearing his outfit from when he was on Tatooine, also holding a laser gun in the background. And there's so many cards that get more publicity in this set. But if you're looking for just a really good card in the 1977 Top Star Wars set, this one is really hard to beat because you have all three of the big ones, the big characters on here, and it is a really good photo of all three, which kind of leads into whether or not this photo is an actual photo taken from the movie itself, or if it was a promotional still. So at first look, you would think that this photo came from the actual movie itself, like a still from the movie. But in A New Hope, the big three are rarely standing together in a clean, well-lit pose. In the few moments where they are together, the trash compactor scene, the detention block, the hallway escape, the shots are chaotic, they're dimly lit or obstructed, and not ideal for trading cards. So Topps relied on a single promotional still of the trio, which became card number 151. So if we kind of go back and look at some of these scenes, like in the detention block shootout where they're rescuing Leia, Luke and Han and Leia are together, but Han is in stormtrooper armor, Leia is holding a blaster, Luke is mid-action, in the background is the detention corridor. In the trash compactor sequence, which is one of my favorites in the whole movie, all three appear together again, but they're covered in grime, the lighting is dim and blue, the background is the compactor walls, their poses are frantic and not staged. And there are cards of that scene in the 1977 Top Star Wars set, which is also some of my favorite cards as well. The Millennium Falcon escape and the gun turret scenes. Luke and Han appear together, but Leia's not in the shot as well. We have some brief hallway moments on the Death Star. There are a few seconds where Luke, Han, and Leia stand close together, but the camera angles never match the card. The lighting is harsh, overhead and industrial, and the trio is never posed in a promotional style triangle formation. And then we obviously have the medal ceremony, which obviously this is not from. So, like I said, first glance, you're thinking, yeah, this is definitely a shot from the movie. But when you do a little more research into it, you'll find out not the case. So this card has only been graded at PSA 268 times. So just the total pop for this card is super low. There's only 13 PSA 10s of the card. There's 84 PSA 9s, which interestingly enough is the highest amount of any grade. There's 82 PSA 8s, and then there is a drastic drop off from that point. We have 29 PSA 7s and 24 PSA 6s, and then just a few others of the lower grades. So once again, this just kind of illustrates too, like it's just hard to find high grade quality cards from this set. Even if you're pulling from a pack, the chances of even a card coming from a pack being in a good enough or condition to be graded is not that high. And this is a perfect example. There's only 268 total cards have been graded. And like I said, people who grade cards, they're only going to send in cards that they feel like have a chance to get a high grade. And so in most of the cards you come across, most of the cards I've come across when buying these cards, they're not worthy enough to send in to get graded. So once again, if you are able to come across this card in good condition, you may want to send it in. And so let's take kind of look at the prices of what these PSA cards are selling for of this one. So because of the low total amount of cards graded for this card, there hasn't been a ton of sales. The most recent sale was back in May 8th to be exact. A PSA 7 sold for $24 on eBay. And then the next sale was all the way back in October of 2025. This was a PSA 9. It sold for $74. Pretty good price in my opinion. We had a PSA 5 sell for $11 back in September of 2025. We had a PSA 8 back in September of 2025 sell for $24. And then there was a PSA 10 sale. The last one was all the way back in September of 2024, and that PSA 10 sold for $886. I would imagine if a PSA 10 popped up for sale now, it would probably be a couple $1,000 would be my guess as for the asking price. Not a whole lot of sales of the graded cards just because there's just not a whole lot of them out there. Now, I haven't mentioned this in any of the other episodes of the podcast, but if you look down at the bottom below the title of the card, you're going to see a little star right there. And there's actually two versions of the card. So some cards have 1 star and some other cards have 2 stars. So if you're kind of looking to get the complete set and you really want to be a kind of a completist, there's 2 versions of every card, with each card having 1 star and then also having 2 stars on the card. So yeah, interesting little fact there. So where does card number 151 fall on our top 10 cards for the 1977 Top Star Wars set? This one's going to be pretty high up there. This is a fantastic card. So in the video, if you're listening, in the video I have the card that's in our number 1 spot right now. Number 58, the Harrison Ford as Han Solo card next to it. And that card will remain number 1. But I feel like this card number 151, is going to fall into the number 2 spot on our list. Like I said, it is the only card in the whole 1977 Top Star Wars set that has Han, Luke, and Leia, just them 3 on it. And it is a great shot. I understand why they went with the promotional kind of photo for this card, because it is just a great looking card overall. So this is going to slot in at number 2. Number 3 will have our Darth Vader Strangles a Rebel card number 75. Then at number 4, the droid was for Luke, which is our double photo that was used in the set 73 and number 33. And then at number 5 is the Grand Moff Tarkin rookie card sitting at number 8. And then we have our cards at number 6 and number 7. So, yeah, I think this is well deserved. I think this has a good chance of staying in our top 10 for a while because it is a fantastic card. You let me know in the comments where you think this card should be currently in our top 10. If you think it's better than our Han Solo card sitting at number 1 right now. So super great card. I would recommend this card to anyone looking at buying Star Wars cards. Such a great card, especially of the big 3. So hope everyone is doing well, and may the Force be with you.